Welcome to the Patriot Barbie podcast. I'm your host, Lindsey Graham, author and conservative activist. I love Jesus. I love America. I'm a proud wife, mom of 3, and I'm having bold and witty conversations with America's patriots, the ones that cancel culture desperately want to blacklist. Trust me, I've been there. In 2020, I defied government lockdowns in Oregon, reopened my salon, and became an icon of freedom. I've been targeted by government and raging liberals every day since, and I refuse to back down. Patriots, I'm here to tell you, your values are worth fighting for. The Patriot Barbie podcast starts now. Welcome to the weirdest episode ever. I don't even know who my guest is. I didn't know his first name until 3 days ago because he emailed me. I was like, King Bau's coming on, King Bau. Apparently his name is Joel.
Yes.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You all know him as the guy that called out Jimmy Kimmel. And Kimmel hasn't responded, but I have. So, welcome to the show. Tell me everything. Where do we start?
The Jimmy Kimmel Challenge. Definitely check out the Jimmy Kimmel hashtag Jimmy Kimmel Challenge. He decided to say my name and I rebutted. That's all.
Okay, hold on. But I don't know that story. And in what context did he say your name?
Well, the mainstream media didn't know that I was ultimately setting them up. I had made a post-fight interview where I was talking about eradicating malnutrition, my NFT, and I made a herpes claim that then they took and ran with all the mainstream media. I went completely viral. I broke the internet.
A herpes claim?
Yep. I said that I had herpes, 2 herpes outbreaks in a post-fight interview, and they ran with that instead of all the other good. So we set them up, and they took the bait. I made Jimmy Kimmel. He mentioned my name, and now he's getting owned for it.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
The herpes claim. Is it true or false?
Absolutely. I wrestled in college. Everybody has a form of herpes if you wrestle in college. You
If
understand?
you had a cold sore on your
Bingo.
lip, you got the
100%.
herpes.
They're just stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're low vibrational, so they ran with the story. We knew that they would, and this has been years in the making.
Oh my gosh.
And they took the bait, so now they just made me famous.
But if everybody took the bait, like why Jimmy Kimmel? Why is he getting? I mean, I don't like him, but
I mean,
because he's Jimmy Kimmel.
I mean, I think he's a part of the Hollywood slime. I think he's a part of, perpetuating things that aren't uplifting consciousness.
Right.
They aren't giving back to humanity. So for me, it's like, I believe all of this, the last 3 years is a spiritual war. And I believe I was put here on some capacity to be a warrior. Always, when I grew up, that was what I focused on, was wanting to be as optimal as I could be so that someday, if I needed to, I would be able to fight. Now I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition. And I also believe that Hollywood is filled with a bunch of people that are just talentless, and that people are given more by less, meaning these people with low vibrational frequencies are pushing agendas to people that are susceptible, that want more, but they aren't necessarily as talented as someone as myself. I do music. I make my own beats. I feel like my music has been better than what's out in Hollywood. I don't feel like I need Hollywood. So this is kind of my war against the establishment.
You're a pretty cool cat, aren't you?
It is what it is.
Okay.
It is what it is.
I have so many questions. I'm trying to figure out where to start. Okay, so you fight to eradicate childhood hunger.
Malnutrition.
Malnutrition.
Yes. Yep.
Tell me how that works.
So,
because right now you're viral as just like dude that said that thing. But let's get into the heart of who you are.
No, the people that know me, the people that know me, and the people that have been following my story, my fan base knows that I fight to eradicate malnutrition.
Yeah, but we don't. I don't. Exactly. I'm like an Insta fan.
Bingo.
Yeah,
so ultimately, I got into fighting because I did sales, and I was successful at a young age. Gentleman that is with me actually was a part of that run. We lived in a house together where some of us got into a company called Evolve Health, and we helped a lot of people. The company got bought out by a man named Sam Castor. He introduced this model called social business. He has a technology called Ace Mannin that essentially helps create stem cells in the human body. He built a $4 $4 billion company called Manitech. They were starting to donate this technology, over 100 peer-reviewed studies, $100 million of research. The fact that you've never heard about it is a problem.
Right.
$100 million of research, the most naturally researched molecule on the planet. You've never heard about it. 100 peer-reviewed studies to show what it does in the human body. And what it does is it turns on the immune system like nothing else. So what he started to do is he started to donate this technology when he was the president of Manitech. And they said, she came back to his shareholder. Oh, well, here's what happened. He adopted all of his children. I'm adopted, so that's why this matters to me.
Okay.
I was given the opportunity to be able to do everything that I am now. So I'm in the stands after he bought our company, and he's telling the story, and I'm this privileged 20-year-old, don't necessarily have to work, following my dreams of music, bought all my equipment to teach myself how to do everything I'm able to do now. And I'm listening to him talk about how the plan that we're going to eradicate childhood malnutrition. And what he did is he started to donate this to orphanages that were losing kids every single year. This technology, started donating it. And after 1 year of donation, no child died.
Wow.
And he goes, I can link business to a social cause, social business. We are the first ever social business 3.0. So as you take these incredible life-saving technologies that biohack the body, we then donate to eradicate childhood malnutrition. We're partnered with Vicente Fox, the ex-president of Mexico. We're partnered with a lot of very powerful people. And we have the model to do it. We've already, in the last 3 years, have donated 42 million servings of nourishment to children. And that's being only a $25 million company. Imagine what happens when everybody knows about us. It's done. And
they're going to after this podcast.
Bingo, exactly. And then it's done.
Yeah.
And then I am a reason that no child will die. That is what needs to be out there. Hollywood's pushing bullshit. Hollywood's pushing nothing.
Yeah.
They're all about lowering your vibration. Our food technologies biohack the body like nothing else. I was given my life back because of this company. I'd suffered my 5th concussion, was told I'd never compete. Can't make medical claims. I'm sorry, we can't make medical claims. I had suffered a head injury when I was in college, and I had heard about this.
From fighting?
From wrestling.
Okay.
I was wrestling at the University of Minnesota. That's when I was getting into network marketing and sales. And a buddy that I first did my first company with, he reached out to me and said, hey, Joe, I heard you have some head injuries. I need you to take a look at what we're doing. And it was the first product that I was introduced to was an all-natural anti-inflammatory that lowers the inflammatory markers in the human by 47% in 90 minutes by one ingredient. The ingredient is called Dillon. I want to educate because people don't have this information.
Writing this down.
Dillon comes from the sugar beet. Dillon is the anti-inflammatory property found in a beet. And what we do is we extract it from the sugar. We bought the patent to extract it from the sugar molecule. So in one of these capsules is 500 beets worth of Dillon. So inflammation is the root cause of absolutely everything, correct?
If you say so.
I mean, inflammation is the root cause of pretty much every bad thing. Pretty much. I'm making
can't make medical claims.
I'm not making medical claims. This isn't a medical claim. It's common sense. Inflammation is normally, Time magazine came out and said inflammation is the root cause of pretty much every bad thing that happens in your body. Time magazine said that. You can't come after me. But long story short, I got on that product. I'm not making a medical claim, but I am saying within 2.5 weeks, I was medically cleared to wrestle.
Off of a beat, something that
off
is
off of
accessible.
Me. All I was doing was taking this product. I don't know. They told me that I would never compete against some of the best doctors in the world.
And now you're competing.
Well, no, I have no...
To eradicate child
yes,
malnutrition.
Bingo.
So incredible.
100%.
I really thought that this interview was just going to be like entertaining and you're just kind of a funny cat, but you're very resourceful. You're very knowledgeable. You're smart.
Yeah.
Wow. Jimmy Kimmel does not know what he's in for.
Bingo. These people don't know who they're messing with. Don't speak my name.
Exciting. Okay, so what kind of music? You make music. You're uncancelable.
Yes.
But what I really want to know is, when you said what you said at the fight, and we'll play the video so everyone knows in case they don't know, in case they're sleeping.
Secondly, Jimmy Kimmel, viral this. I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition from the planet. And until they release the flight logs, you, the mainstream media, Hollywood, are all pedophiles to me. Eat AmICanceledYet.com.
Were you prepared to say that?
Absolutely.
Was it? Okay.
Everything's calculated. Everything that I do is calculated. And people are just catching up to my timeline. People are catching up, like you said. You're very knowledgeable. All of my fan base already knew this. All of my fan base has known Joel's going to take over everything. It's just a matter of time. Now
Take over me.
No, take over everything, meaning I take over everything so I can give it all back. I'm going to take over everything so I can take over Hollywood so I give it back to humanity. We're going to push a better message. We're going to push consciousness forward because that's where it needs to go. We could have eradicated childhood malnutrition a long time ago, but people don't have the information. Why? Because they want to stupefy. Because they don't want to tell people things. I'm going to tell people everything. I don't care. That's why I fear nothing.
That's why you're uncancelable.
Bingo. I fear nothing. What are you going to do?
How is the information being so suppressed? Is it not getting out there? Are people shushing it? Is there another agenda?
Well, I think
let's go full conspiracy.
Yeah, if you want to go full conspiracy, if you want to go full conspiracy, you have to figure out who Sam Castor is. Sam Castor is the founder of Manitech that is kind of behind the movement. And he first brought this Ace Man and this incredible technology to the FDA. It couldn't get approved by the FDA. You want to know why? Because it didn't kill the rats. You have to show a toxicity threshold. In every product that gets approved, there has to be a toxicity threshold.
And because it didn't kill rats, there was no toxicity.
Ace Mannin only improves the functions of what you give it to.
Oh my gosh.
You can't, if it's not going to injure you, you can't. So that's when I first heard that story, I was like, wow.
Like if one rat died,
that can show toxicity threshold.
And so then we'd all be good to go. As long as the rat died.
Because you have to know how much you can take before it kills you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so you tell me why you haven't heard about it. I don't know.
Because the rats survived.
Yeah, but he could bring it to market as a nutritional supplement.
Okay.
And that's how we built Manitech.
And that's what he's doing.
That's how he built it. No, he left Manitech because he went to his shareholders, told them about the buy one, nourish two model that he wanted to introduce. So every time you take the product and it does an incredible thing for you, we donate one serving of nourishment to children.
What's the product?
Ace Mannin. The Ace Mannin product.
I'm keeping up, man. This is tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a lot of corporations and shareholders and
for sure.
supplements going on. Beats.
So he
How do you spell Ace Mannin?
ACEMANNAN. You got it.
Got it.
100%.
That's what I thought.
So yeah, he went back to his shareholders, tried to introduce this model. They said no, we can't do that because we have to protect shareholder interest. So he left that company. And said, God's going to provide me something better. Mm-hmm. After a couple months go by, he doesn't know what he's going to do. The scientist that helped him extract Ace Mannin, that built that company, Manitech, go look see how big that company is.
This is like a rabbit hole.
Watch, yes, so deep, but so powerful. Watch. This is divine intervention. You want to see divine intervention? You're about to save a lot of children because of this interview. Watch. Trust me.
I did my good deed.
Trust me. Watch.
Okay.
This is divine intervention. So this gentleman, he leaves the company that he built because he's going to go, I'm going to save every children in the world with this technology. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. The guy that extracted Ace Mannin calls him up, the scientist, goes, hey, Sam, you're never going to guess what just happened. I found a way how to make Ace Mannin 3 times more bioavailable than what you had at Manitech.
Okay.
And Sam goes, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, what are you going to do with the technology? He says, I'm going to He's like, I don't know. He says, you're going to donate it to me and I'm going to take it to the world's most vulnerable children. That's how he essentially heard about what we were doing in another company, bought out the company, and created the first ever social business 3.0. So every time you take the product, we nourish children. That's why 42 million servings of nourishment in 3 years.
Okay, so I got to buy the stuff.
Bingo, 100%.
But where's the most vulnerable children?
Everywhere. Malnutrition.
All the third world countries.
Malnutrition is the number one killer of children. It kills. It's
including abortion or not.
I mean,
a little bit.
Now you're going down.
I know. I said nothing was off limits. What kills more children? Abortion.
I mean, let's get rid of it all. Because why would you want to abort something? A lot of the time, there's many reasons, but I would think that it's a financial reason. A lot of the times, I would think that they say money is the root of all evil. I somewhat agree with that, but at the same time, it's intention. Good intent. Money can do great things. Mm-hmm. Money has done great things. Mm-hmm. It's developed incredible technologies. It's the intention behind what you're doing. So I think that people should make money by helping other people. Mm-hmm. I think that is the best way how to make money is to help people. So we have a model that does that. And I think that everybody should get healthy and be optimal because then they can be sovereign.
That's right.
Everything is about freedom. I don't think that we should be in a medical system that only wants you to be sick. It's sick care. It's not health care, it's sick care.
Do you know that I just had a guest on, Stephen Soloway, Dr. Stephen Soloway, and he can back up everything that you're saying
Bingo.
about how he wrote 2 books on how screwed up our healthcare system is. That the reason that they don't treat you right the first time is that you can keep coming back and keep paying and keep getting.
Yeah, so I'm telling you about products that can make you sovereign. I'm telling you about a company that can make a difference. Yeah. I'm telling
gonna
you,
do the Joel.
Bingo. I'm telling you about a company that can make a difference. That's why I decided to fight. That's why I'm annoyed. That's why it's like, no, for the last 3 years, they tried to take away freedom.
So what does fighting do for malnutrition? You donate your winnings, or what is it?
No, it gets my message out there.
Thank you. Okay.
Hashtag eradicate malnutrition. My first fight, hashtag eradicate malnutrition, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Over 4 years ago now.
Love
that was
it.
my first fight. I've been telling the story. The world is just catching up to our timeline.
Well, no, Jimmy Kimmel did you a really big favor.
Thanks.
Because then, you throw that little zinger in, and overnight you're a viral sensation.
Come on, we've been viral.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Bingo, we've
Well,
been
some
viral.
of us haven't been keeping up, okay?
I know.
There's
I
a
know.
lot
But
going on.
I'm forgiving.
There's a lot of bad things going on in America,
I'm
okay? Malnutrition,
forgiving.
honestly, was at the bottom of my list.
I'm forgiving and I'm grateful, but it won't be now.
Nope.
Bingo,
Now it's
100%.
on my list.
Now you know. Now you have a tangible way to make an impact. See, people need systems and they need information. Why do they censor people? Because they want to take away information. That's the point.
Because then they're only left with one choice, and it's the choice they want you to choose.
Yes.
Right.
Bingo. You get it.
Well, this podcast is uncancelable, and I can't be silenced.
Grateful.
So say whatever you want.
Grateful.
Do you do this with your music too? What kind of music do you produce? Remember, I'm just catching on.
Yeah,
I don't
for
even know your
sure.
first name,
For
so
sure.
I haven't
I know.
even
I
begun
know.
to dig into you.
I know. I'm grateful.
You're on my podcast before I even know.
I know. That's fun.
Anything about you.
This is what's fun though.
Yeah.
This is what makes it fun.
I actually would rather not know anything. That way I can
Bingo.
ask these questions on the
Bingo.
air. So
My music, kind of everything. I do everything.
we'll sing a little bit, and then maybe I'll know what it is.
You can't put me on the spot like that.
I can't do.
Because everything,
Welcome to my podcast.
Because everything that I do is there's intention behind
Okay.
everything that we
All
do.
right.
There's intention behind every song. Every song to me is a piece of art, and there's a message behind everything engraved in what we do. So to say,
That you're going to sing a little ditty. That's
bingo,
not a thing.
100%. The
Okay, then
media,
tell me.
the
Then
media is manipulating.
Fine, the original question
Yeah.
stands.
Yeah.
What kind of music is it?
I mean, I would say I've mastered hip hop and I've mastered rap.
Okay.
I believe I am the greatest concept rapper on the planet. When you understand,
So humble.
absolutely, absolutely. There's reasons for it. We battle rap. I'm the most feared battle rapper in Minnesota. You guys all know.
Hold on a second. That leads me into the perfect segue.
Okay,
Would you take Eminem on in a battle rap?
absolutely. It wouldn't
Would
be
you
close.
win?
It wouldn't be close.
You dominate.
People, you just have to catch up. People, it wouldn't be close.
Okay, I got another question. This has nothing to do with anything, so that's why I want to throw you off, because I like you.
Come on, let's go.
Eminem's rapping about Jesus. What do you think? You think he got saved?
When?
Some new album dropped by another rapper, and in it, he's rapping about Jesus being his savior and dropping prayers. And
I didn't know that. Well, good for him.
well, we hope. That's the question.
good
That's
for
the
him.
debate right now. That's the Instagram debate happening on my
Good for
feed
him.
is-
Good for Kanye. Good for all that. If I'm here to disrupt everything. Some people, I'm about to drop a song that's going to be very controversial. I think some of your audience probably won't be happy with it, but the message is that we're
You'd
going
be
to.
surprised.
I know, but my goal is to destroy the system with the system that they gave us.
Oh, I like that.
They gave us this system to dumb and to stupefy and to, okay, yes, well, then if that's the case, then we're going to show you how we can capture attention and then educate. Thank you.
Thank you for that
Thank you.
system.
Yeah, for sure. I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show
I
everybody.
can't wait.
Yeah.
On the next episode of
Bingo.
Patriot
No,
Barbie
the
Podcast.
the music video drops today.
Oh, it does, really?
After I'm done on your podcast, I'm
Oh
dropping
my
this video and
gosh,
we're
you
going to shake up
guys.
everything.
Too bad this wasn't live. That would be
It
killer.
is what it is. It is what you'll see.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
We'll play it.
Yeah. Nah, you might not want to. You say.
I'll play 2 seconds of it.
Okay. Just saying.
The intro where you're not
Vulgar.
talking.
It's just
Oh my god.
might be a little vulgar,
So where'd you come up with uncancelable?
My show, my sketch comedy show, Am I Canceled Yet, is the greatest sketch comedy show of our era.
You don't have a podcast, do you?
Am I Canceled Yet is kind of like my way to express everything.
Because I feel like if you have a podcast, you're going to say it's the greatest podcast ever. And then I will
No,
be
it's the
offended,
greatest
so-
sketch comedy show of our era, hands down. if I wasn't canceled off of TikTok, YouTube, I got banned faster than anybody else that I know. I feel like I'd have millions of followers right now. I feel like people would be enjoying my content and my comedy way more. It's just I'm banned. I'm shadow banned.
What gets you banned? Because there's so many
Everything.
things.
I talk about everything you're not supposed to because I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Okay, so top five things that get you banned. I've been banned, but I know why. So I want to know why you're banned. Top 5.
Oh.
You can say them. This show won't get banned if you say it.
What have I got banned for? What has one of my videos got? Well, I talked about man babies, them supposedly being able
Jimmy
to
Kimmel.
them supposedly being able to take a sperm cell and a skin cell and make babies. Talked about that on one of my Am I Canceled Yet? I talked about how they should disclose UFO technology that they've had for a long time because we could change the world with potential, to that technology. Why are we even talking about childhood hunger and childhood malnutrition when they have stuff that they've already leaked? They've already told us these things in CIA documents. Like all this information is out there, but people just continue. They just continue to live their lives when we have this incredible technology out there. Like, hey, I'm entertained by Hollywood and Jimmy Kimmel. It's just, I've talked about everything, honestly.
UFO technology.
Am I Canceled Yet has covered everything. That's why.
This is so good.
Yes, we have gotten so many videos removed from YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Anybody that has followed me can attest. Am I Canceled Yet is absolutely hilarious.
Okay.
It's just,
I'm not letting the UFO technology thing go. That's just too cool.
Go.
What is it? Tell me.
Go.
Area 51.
All of it.
We've got UFOs. We've got bodies. What?
Some people might say Stephen Greer's controlled opposition, but if you go watch his unacknowledged documentary that came out a couple years ago, if you continue to follow people like that, or David Icke. Some people want to say he's controversial. It's like, there's one of those things that are already out there. I don't think any of this is shocking. The CIA.
It is. It's shocking to people like me.
But the CIA has already released these documents saying that all this is real. Like, why?
Okay, this is how it is. In America, there's no less than 25 serious issues right now, right? And everyone's serious issues are a little bit more or less serious than the person next to them, right?
Fair enough.
Okay, so we can't rabbit hole every issue,
Very true.
no one would raise our children, and we wouldn't eat or go to the bathroom.
Very true.
So you have rabbit holed the UFO, and I haven't even glanced at the UFO.
Wow.
So for me, I'm sure there's some things I've rabbit holed. If you sat down and asked me, you'd be like, and I would say, this is common knowledge, everyone knows. And you'd go, no, it's not. This is my no, it's not. I don't know anything about what the CIA has released.
Beautiful.
But I love a good conspiracy theory. I love a real theory.
Hey, have fun. That's all I'm going to say. Have fun.
I need you to tell me everything.
Trump declassified a lot of those documents.
He did. Yeah. So go Google Trump declassified documents?
Absolutely. I think they're all out there. They try to ban the TikTok videos. They try to suppress this a lot of the times, but it's already out there. So you just got to do the knowledge. And I think that's what's most important, though, is that people, when you rabbit hole them, that they go, and because it's cognitive dissonance otherwise.
Right.
You have to go and you have to change your perspective. It's not for me to change anybody's perspective. I confidently stay in my knowing and in my belief. And if that example changes somebody else, then awesome. But I'm not here to sit here and go, this is what you should believe. No, just go do the knowledge. And if you want to believe that, do believe that. But I know what I know,
You just have done more research then.
I'm not saying I've done more research.
Well, I know you've done more research than me. I've done zero. So.
Yeah, I think that we could change the world overnight if all of this stuff was released. And I'm just sick and tired of the games. I'm sick and tired of the BS. I'm sick and tired of them being able to manipulate and control. That's why I did a video on TikTok that I went viral for. I know this is the first time that you've heard about me, but I've went viral multiple times. I know what I'm doing. I did a video last year on TikTok that I showed how to release their trauma instantaneously. It was a neurolinguistic programming video called Control Your Mind and Control the Matrix. If you go through all of the comments, go see how many people's lives instantaneously changed from some information, from less than 3 minutes of information that I was giving them.
I can't go watch it because I'm banned on TikTok.
Oh, well, perfect. I should be banned on TikTok. I'm one strike away. And F that communist platform anyways.
That's right. China owns it.
Exactly. China owns everything. What are we talking about? They already own us. That's why they own the media. That's why you can't speak out against specific things. It's annoying. I don't support communism, but I will use their platform to destroy the system.
That's right. So how are you going to get your message out there? What's...
This?
Like
I'm here.
people like me
We are here.
that can't be canceled.
We're here.
Yeah.
We are here. Again, this is all calculated, and I'm grateful that the world is catching up. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful that you have never heard of me, and now we're here doing this. That's incredible. That's crazy. Off of me just saying something that was a setup. A month before I went viral, and I can have my best friends validate this, and it's on Facebook. A month before, I said, "You thought I went viral for the first time for the herpes thing. You thought I went viral last time. Wait till you see this." I said that in a video. I said that in some promo. It
was prophesied.
Bingo. Just people are like seeing the mind. They're seeing the mind. They're seeing the genius. And I'm grateful. I continue to go back to I'm grateful, but I'm impatient. I feel like I should be, again, I'm the influencer to influencers. I'm one of the reasons why these college athletes and these high school athletes can get paid today through the NIL.
Yeah, tell me about that. I don't know anything about that either.
I was wrestling at the University of Minnesota. And what first made me go viral was I put up a song on iTunes and on YouTube. I had a video on YouTube. And when you sign as a college athlete, back then, the NCAA owned your name. They owned your likeness. So when I was in high school, my dad said, "Joe, you're about to wrestle at the University of Minnesota. You might not be able to do music anymore." And I go, "Huh?" He said, "Well, they have this thing called the amateurism rule, and they own your name when you sign, so you might not be able to promote your music with your name." And I said, "Well, if they take away my eligibility or take away my scholarship because I make positive rap music, then they're going to make me famous." I knew that in high school. I knew that before I signed. And guess what happened? When I suffered my, little head stuff, I was pretty, not happy. And actually, that was before. But we did that. We released the song.
Did they own your name?
Yes, and that's why I was on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. That's why I was in the New York Times, because the NCAA owned my likeness and they took away my eligibility, so I couldn't wrestle anymore because of that song being on iTunes. That's when we first went viral.
So they went after you because you produced the song. They said, what did they say? We should own the song? Or you can't make the song?
No, you can't make money off of your name because...
We own it.
Yes, we own your likeness. So
what did you do to change that?
I just went viral. I went on The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. I was in a movie called The Business of Amateurs that was produced all by college athletes. I did the end title track for the film. Ed O'Bannon was in it. Ed O'Bannon won his case against the NCAA. It was produced by a gentleman named Bob DeMars, incredible man, who worked out in LA and did films. And this was his baby. He wanted to expose the NCAA. I believe that film was the catalyst. And when it first came out, it was the #1 documentary on iTunes for 2 weeks. I believe that was the catalyst for the NIL. I believe we are the ones that decided. So if I can disrupt that system.
Yeah, that's a big system. So did they change the rules, or were they forced to?
The NIL is now a thing. The NIL is now a thing. Now
what does NIL stand for?
The NIL, I don't even know, but the NIL, I don't care. I don't care. Thanks. Hey, say you're welcome. Daddy's here. I know that now they can make money off their name and their likeness.
That's so awesome.
Bingo, 100%.
And you're doing good things left and right.
Have to. We're here to change everything. My mother gave me life. I could have been aborted, like you said. So what are we talking about?
Why'd she keep you? Do you know? Oh man, I just threw a curveball at you, didn't I?
Because of her soul. She lived I believe because of her soul. She lived a terrible life.
Do you know her?
The thing that, yeah.
Okay.
She was at my last fight. I've seen her a handful of times, and we have a relationship. And if people knew her story, it even makes me emotional because she watched things that are terrible happen to people close to her. And she didn't want me to grow up in an environment or take on the energy of that environment. And so she picked the parents that I have now to raise me.
Wow.
So I always knew that, I've always had this subconscious almost belief that I was here for a reason. And to go to a small town of 700 people, 700 Norwegians, grow up on a farm, be the only African American, and
Norwegians.
Yeah. Yeah, Kirkhoven. Shout out Kirkhoven, Minnesota.
Man.
Wow. To do all that and then to be a state champion in wrestling, to bring them their first state championship in football, to, make an impact. Like, I knew that I was here for a reason at a young age. And that's why, again, going back to me sitting in the crowd after I get my life back, after a life-changing, threatening injury, when I look up to before Nathan France had called me, thank you, Nathan, before Nathan France had called me and told me about this all-natural anti-inflammatory product that ended up changing my life, I looked up to the sky the night before and I asked God, I said, God, if this is it, take me now. If it's not, give me a sign. And he called me the next day. A month later, I'm making enough residual income to be able to do whatever I want to do by helping people. My father was able to lift his shoulder above his ear for the first time since high school football in a month on this product line. My aunt had some discomfort in her hands and was able to start playing piano again. Story after story after story after story. And
all Ace Mannin.
No, this was the anti-inflammatory Limitless at the time, but now Ace Mannin just doubles it. We infuse everything with Ace Mannin, so Ace Mannin is in the Limitless. That stem cell technology is in everything that we do.
Where do people find this?
Alovea, ALOVEA.com, ALOVEA.com. Otherwise, go to my Instagram, click on my link in my bio, and click the Eradicate Malnutrition tab. Hashtag Eradicate Malnutrition. We're going to change everything.
That's so
Long story
awesome.
short. Long story short, we're here to change everything.
So cool.
Thank you.
I'm honored to know you now.
Grateful.
You're more than just the Jimmy Kimmel
Bingo.
slapper.
Yeah, I know.
Did you what are the balls thing for, by the way?
Oh, this is
I can't
I'm
stop asking questions the more I look at you.
I'm a biohacking. So what we do is we biohack the body. That's when I first got into biohacking. So obviously Limitless, you don't really have another way to lower inflammation naturally, or the inflammatory markers naturally in the body, without doing things like an ice bath. Like an ice bath could be considered like a biohack, right? You lower inflammation naturally. So once I found out this idea of being able to optimize very, very quickly and change yourself, I got into biohacking. I learned speed reading. You know, I took myself from 300 words per minute to 3,000 in the span of a couple months. I got into, that's when I really got into neuro-linguistic programming, even heavier hypnosis, understanding the mind, just being able to control your mind, control your thoughts, control your emotions. I used to pray to God when I was a kid, may I not get in a fight with my teachers at by noon. If I don't get in a fight with my teachers by noon, it's a good day. And now I can control. I learned how to, there's information out there for people to be able to control their mind, to control their thoughts, to control their choices. And once I found out about biohacking, I got into everything. So Baoding balls, these are called BAODING, Baoding balls. The goal is to get them to not touch. And when you spin them, essentially one thing that they do is they are for hand dexterity, but they're also it's a workout. If you just do this all day, imagine rotating these balls all day long. It's for your grip strength as well, and it also calms the mind and kind of puts you in a trance-like state. So it's for focus.
Wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
100%.
Well, you haven't used them the whole time you've been with me, so I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, they're just in my. I mean, I don't need them, but they are I have my balls with me all of the time. Always have my balls.
All right. Did you prepare a cheers? Okay. All right. You ready for your cheers?
Indeed.
Cheers to?
Indeed. Here's to taking over everything so we can give it all back. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's good. Awesome.
Thanks for coming on.
Always.
Thanks for being you, and thanks for eradicating malnutrition.
Grateful.
Thank you.
Truly.
Thanks for tuning in to the Patriot Barbie podcast. Follow me on Truth Social at the Patriot Barbie and Instagram at the.patriot.barbie. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with your friends. You can find this show, my book Targeted, and my apparel line on www.patriotbarbie.com. God bless America, and God bless you.
It's Dillon's KC Barbecue at 4 Valley locations. Our sports bar in Arrowhead is packed with TVs for the ultimate sports fan. Our Wildlife World Zoo location will have you on the edge of your seat, dining right next to our 60,000-gallon shark tank. Dillon's Bayou at Pleasant Harbor has never-ending sunsets, beautiful people, and live music every weekend. And our newest location, Western Trails Ranch, is 12 acres of rodeo fun and live outdoor concerts for the entire family. It's Dillon's KC Barbecue, where we're elite, unique, and memorable.